USA Today says Colorado's Deion Sanders job security in limbo amid ongoing blood clot battle. The Colorado Buffaloes are having a tough year, to say the least. In their first season without Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter, the team has faced significant growing pains. Perhaps part of the struggle stems from the amount of time head coach Deion Sanders missed due to health concerns during the summer. When asked about his health then, he was notably tight-lipped. "I'm really not going to tell you much. I'm not going to talk about my health," Sanders said. "I'm living good. I'm living lovely. Not a care in the world." Sanders' health deteriorated to the point where he faced an unimaginable reality. He had to make a will, fearing that death might be imminent. "Mentally, emotionally, last night was tough, yesterday was tough, because I had to make a will. That's not easy at all, to think that you may not be here," Sanders said. Fast forward to now, and his health issues resurfaced on the sideline, where he was seen noticeably limping. After the game, Sanders revealed he believes he has blood clots. "Cat's out of the bag, all right. I think I've got more blood clots," Sanders said. "It don't make sense. I'm hurting like crazy. I'm not getting blood to my leg. That's why my leg is throbbing." Follow the sporting news on WhatsApp. This is devastating news for Sanders, as it is clearly taking a toll on him. With this new information, his coaching career appears to be hanging in the balance. He didn't use his health situation as an excuse Saturday, but it raises questions about his status after a 2-4 start for his team in his third season as head coach. He previously said other members of his family have struggled with blood clots, too, USA Today's Brent Schrottenborg wrote. This is a harsh reality, and the outcome of Sanders' situation could have a sad ending. If he indeed has blood clots, it will likely require him to take time off. Given everything that has happened over the summer and now, it may be time for Sanders to consider calling it a career. When Deion Sanders arrived at the University of Colorado, the entire college football landscape shifted. Coach Prime wasn't just a name, he was a movement, swagger, confidence, and transformation embodied in one man. But now, that electric energy surrounding Boulder seems to have dimmed, replaced by uncertainty and whispers about his health, his future, and the direction of the Colorado Buffaloes. According to a USA Today report that sent shockwaves through the college football world, Deion Sanders' job security is in limbo as he continues to battle serious complications from ongoing blood clots, a health issue that has shadowed him since his Jackson State days and worsened during his time in Colorado. The same man who inspired millions with his charisma and resilience now finds himself facing a challenge far greater than any opponent he's faced on the field. The Prime effect, a phenomenon like no other. When Sanders took over Colorado, the program was in ruins. The Buffs were 1-11, barely relevant on the national stage. But then came Deion, in his signature shades and gold chains, proclaiming to players that he was bringing his own luggage, and it's Louis. Within weeks, he flipped the roster, the narrative, and the energy. The team's first win over TCU in 2023 wasn't just a victory, it was a statement. College football was suddenly fun again, and everyone, from ESPN to TikTok creators, couldn't get enough of Coach Prime. But as quickly as the hype rose, reality began to settle in. Injuries, tough losses, and growing scrutiny of his coaching style created turbulence. Yet through it all, Sanders remained a beacon of optimism, until the health concerns began to overshadow everything else. The battle beyond the sidelines. Deion Sanders' ongoing struggle with blood clots is no secret. He's undergone multiple surgeries, including the partial amputation of 2 toes in 2021, and more recent procedures on his leg to restore circulation. Even as cameras documented his recovery, Sanders kept his trademark spirit, smiling, preaching faith, and motivating his players. But the USA Today piece paints a more sobering picture. Sources close to the program reportedly expressed concerns about his long-term ability to handle the demanding role of a Power 5 head coach. Coaching at this level means long hours, relentless travel, recruiting battles, and constant media pressure, a lifestyle hardly conducive to healing. He's fighting like a warrior, one insider told USA Today. But there's only so much his body can take. The program is trying to prepare for all scenarios. It's not about his passion or leadership, those remain unmatched. It's about his physical capacity to keep leading a program that demands every ounce of energy, day in and day out. Rumors and reality. The speculation swirling around Sanders' job security has been both fierce and emotional. Some claim Colorado officials are quietly discussing contingency plans should Coach Prime be forced to step aside, temporarily or permanently. Others dismiss those rumors as overblown, arguing that Sanders' value to the school extends far beyond wins and losses. After all, under his leadership, Colorado became one of the most watched programs in America. Merch sales skyrocketed, national television ratings hit record highs, and top recruits suddenly looked at Boulder as a legitimate destination. Coach Prime turned the Buffs into a brand, something no coach in modern history had managed at that speed. So, would Colorado really consider moving on from him? Not easily. But even if they wanted to, it wouldn't be a simple decision. Sanders' influence reaches the heart of the university's new identity. Without him, the Buffs risk returning to irrelevance overnight. The human side of Prime. Behind the sunglasses and soundbites lies a man in pain, both physical and emotional. Sanders has spoken openly about his health struggles, his faith, and the toll it's taken. In one of his more reflective moments, he told reporters, "I'm thankful to be alive. I'm thankful to still be walking. God's not done with me yet." That statement now feels hauntingly prophetic. While fans debate his coaching future, Sanders seems more focused on survival, on being there for his family, his players, and his purpose. Those close to him say he refuses to show weakness in front of his team, but the toll is evident. His sons, Shedeur and Shiloh, have spoken about watching their father battle through pain, often coaching while dealing with severe discomfort. It's the kind of resilience that defines legends, but it also raises a painful question: at what cost? What happens next? If USA Today's report is accurate, the University of Colorado is at a crossroads. The administration must balance loyalty to the man who revived their football program with concern for his health and long-term sustainability. One potential scenario involves naming an interim coach if Sanders needs to take a leave of absence. Another, more delicate, possibility is Sanders transitioning to a reduced role, perhaps remaining as an ambassador or consultant while stepping back from full-time coaching duties. Neither option feels right, though. Because Deion Sanders isn't just part of the story, he is the story. The Buffaloes without him would be a team searching for an identity all over again. The legacy in progress. Whatever the future holds, Deion Sanders has already accomplished something extraordinary. He proved that personality,